Howdy there, folks. This is Jay Denard with the JD Vision Studio coming to you today with a quick video on how to remove all of those dirty scuff marks and holes from your backdrop background paper in Photoshop. Howdy there, folks. This is Jay Denard again. Today, we're going to show you how to remove all of those scuff marks, those holes, all of that dirt, all of that crummy stuff that you see on your photos, on your background photo paper after you do a photo shoot. Now, the one good thing is that your photo paper is dirty, scuffy, and filled with holes, because that means you're getting those photo shoots in, which means that you're getting money coming in. Great job, folks. But today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get rid of that using a quick filter in Photoshop CS6 called the median filter. You can find that filter under Filter, Noise, Median. And today we're going to show you how to use that tool to quickly clean up some of this mess. Now, you can get as fine with this as you want, or you can just do little quick touch-ups. Whatever suits your boat for your needs. If you're working with a client, I suggest that you clean it up as much as possible. But if you're doing this, for your own needs, just to get some things cleaned up, I'm going to show you this quick trick that shouldn't take you more than 3 minutes, or however, long, slow, quick, or fast that you work. We're going to be working on the background layer only for this purposes for this tutorial. So what I do first is I'm using a Wacom tablet. You can just as easily use a mouse to do this, but to make these quick fine selections, I'm using a Wacom tablet, and we're going to work on our background layer, and we're going to make a selection using the lasso tool. That's the keyboard shortcut L on your keyboard. And what I do first is I get real close up to the legs and make a selection around my subject, outside of my subject, and I select the backdrop or background paper using the lasso tool, and we have that selection there. You see the marching ants. And once you have that, quickly what you want to do is Command or Control J to duplicate that layer. Now, once you have that layer duplicate, this is where we start to perform the magic. We'll click on Filter, Noise, and Median, and you'll start to see some changes coming right off. See how I cleaned that little area up just that quick. Now, I've tested this picture. You may need to adjust your radius on your picture depending on your resolution, but for the purposes of this picture, 39 pixels was the perfect or close to perfect radius that I could use for this. And then just click OK, and you have a new layer that's cleaned up all of that mess and scuff and everything. Now, to go finish this picture, what you want to do now is, again, you want to go back to your background layer, and you want to make another selection using the lasso tool. This time I want to work in between her legs, and I'm going to make that selection right around the legs and the shoes. Oh, we're going to start that over because my pen got caught on my hand. Again, we're going to make a selection right at the legs and right around the shoes. We're going to draw that selection right around in there, get as close as possible without touching the subject. And then we get right up there and connect the lasso. And again, we're working on the background layer. Remember, make sure that you're on the background layer, Command or Control J to duplicate that layer. And once you have that layer duplicated, then again, we want to apply our median filter. Since I've used that median filter before, as most of you know, you can click on Filter, and right at the top, you can repeat that process without having to go back to it again, or you can just hit Command or Control F, and voila. Give it a second. It's working, and voila. See, I cleaned that up nice and good in the middle. And again, we're going to make one more selection right here on the other edge. Again, we're going to work on our background layer, and we're going to start someplace near a calf, work our way down around the leg, around the heel, get up in there nice and good, as good as possible. And then we'll complete our selection by drawing around the outside, come back in and connect the dots. Wow, there's the marching ants. And then we'll do Command or Control J on our keyboard to duplicate that layer. And once we have that duplicated, we'll do Command or Control F to reapply that medium filter, and we give it a second, and voila, look how nicely it cleaned that area up. You zoom in. Now, you might say, we can do a little bit better than that, and I completely agree with you. Now, what I like to do to make this a little bit better, even more, is after I've applied those medium filters, now I'm going to put just a little bit of Gaussian Blur on there. So you click on Filters, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and you find that little line where it starts to smudge it on into your subject just a little bit, because you want it to get right up there on that edges. Now, depending on your resolution, you may need to change the radius of the pixels, but again, for the purposes of this tutorial, my radius for the resolution for this picture works somewhere right around 24, 25. So I'm using 24.7, and I'm going to apply it on that layer 3 over there just to get it right there on the edges. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on layer 2, and again, I'm going to do Command and Control F to apply the Gaussian blur, because remember, and under your filters, you can repeat the process of the filter that you just used by doing Command and Control F. So Command and Control F, and you see we got that nice little blur right there in the center. And again, I'm going to move up to layer 1, and again, I'm going to do Command and Control F to apply the Gaussian blur onto that layer. And again, there you go, voila. Now, we're not finished yet, folks, but we're almost there. But look how much better that looks so far. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to group all 3 of those layers together, layer 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to select layer 1, 2, and 3 and do Command and Control E to merge all of those layers together. I'm sorry, I said group earlier, but I meant to say to merge those 3 layers together. Now, what I'm going to do just to clean this up and give it that final perfect finish is I'm going to apply a mask on top of there. So you click on that little washing thing. I heard one YouTuber call it a washing machine looking thing. I call it the mask layer. I thought that was cute. Click on that and apply a white mask on top of your layer. Now, what you want to do next is you want to make sure that your colors are defaulted to black and white. So hit D on there and then hit X to make sure that you have the black color selected. And what we're going to do, we're going to grab our little brush tool, and we want to use a medium soft brush, and the size will depend on how much you want to take out at a time. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to paint over our subject to remove that blur. I'm using an opacity of 100 and a flow of 100. Just paint over our subject just to get rid of where that blur overlapped onto our subject. We're going to take it off her legs, off her shoes, and just keep working with it until you get it to right to where it works best for you. Lower the size of my brush and get right down there on that heel. So it looks like it's right there on the heel, and get around on that platform right there and work around some of the black of the shoe and the back of her leg. You know, just get up in there and work it around until it's right precisely to where you want it to be. I know it's a little bit on this purse here, so I'm going to get some off the spike of this purse and work again around her legs. And there you have it. All of that dirt, all of the scuff marks, all of the holes, everything gone. Now, again, depending on how much you want to fine tune this, you can get in there and fine tune it more. But for the purposes of this video, I think you get the picture. You can use your other tools to get in there where you might see a little bit of stuff like there. You know, you can get in there and work it out, but that's up to you. But look how much better it looks compared to when you started. Well, folks, that's the tutorial today. Thank you for watching. Hope this video was useful for you, your photographers, you clients. You know, if it was, please like this video and please subscribe. You know, you subscribe and you like, that helps us bring you more videos. We thank you for watching. Again, this was Jay Denard with JD Vision Studios coming to you with this quick tip and tutorial on how to clean up that background. We'll see you soon.